I feel like it's more acceptable for women to not have a job because they're seen as supposed to depend on men. Shit. But I feel like most women in today's age realize that they cannot depend on these men, so they have to get up and get it.
Oh man. The gold to get a little tipsy. Find me a bitty for liquor. I just got in a whole brand new bag. I'm rolling around like I missed it. Earlier, jewelry moving like juice. Knocking out gold, then they hit me. Look, I just leveled up, I thank God. Straight from the mud, now it's time to get the pie. Sweat, tears, and blood, you can see it in my eyes. My future turning up, what it's time to be alive. I'm that nigga, I don't mean to brag, but I'm getting too nice with this. Ain't no way that I'm going outside. Man, what's good, y'all? Welcome to episode 6 of Modern Loverz. This is season 1. Man, I am Lance Jones, one of your co-hosts on the show today. And man, look, it's going to be a good one. We dishing it out to y'all like your mom was dishing out lunch on Sunday, you know what I'm saying? So, right after church, y'all was starving, and we giving it to y'all on Tuesday when y'all hungry. So, what's good, y'all?
Right. Hey, y'all, I'm Keedy. I'm one of your co-hosts. Want to say thank y'all for tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe.
What's good, y'all? Charleston here. Appreciate the support. Like, comment, subscribe, and give us feedback. You know, let us know how we doing. I already know we doing good, but just tell us that.
Yeah, make us feel good about ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We need that feedback, man. Yeah, real talk. Get that feedback, man. It was good with it, Keegan.
So it's your boy Keegan, man. Hey, man, we just hope y'all have a good time and enjoy the show, man.
Hey, there it is for y'all. It's right there on the table, man. Look. Man, let's just catch up a little bit, man. We all back together. We had a great shoot with Drexel last week, man. That was real nice. The video came out great.
Shout out Drexel.
Shout out Drexel, man. Y'all go run your social media and stuff up, man. But man, it was a good shoot, and we got into some real good stuff. And then right after that, man, me and Charleston flew to New Hampshire, and you know we in New Orleans, so man, they don't have no snow in Louisiana like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we was up there. I'm talking about like 6-7 inches of snow, you know what I'm saying?
A little bit deeper than that some days.
Hey, real talk. I fell in the whole snow pile. Y'all want to see that? Go check my Instagram. You know what I'm saying? But it was a little different experience. It was cold, but it wasn't too cold.
Yeah,
but
it wasn't as bad as I thought, but it was still fun. And they have no sales tax.
No sales tax, bro. We came up on some stuff. Like,
right.
We know y'all vultures down here in the city, so like we can't really get to nothing like that. But out there in Manchester, New Hampshire, like they're not vultures. There's a lot of like other people out there, and they ain't really worried about what black people really worry about. Like we worry about shoes and you know stuff that ain't gonna really last. But they out there, you know, buying properties and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So we was able to come up on some heat, man. So. Right. That was a nice experience. How's your New Year going, ma'am?
My New Year been well. I just been working, really.
Yeah. That's it. What about yourself, Keegan?
Man, hey, same thing, working. See, y'all dealt with snow for like a day. I've been doing it for like the last few days, man. It's snowing right now.
Hey, I don't know.
Only good thing, I ain't had to work today. Well, I ain't mad, you know what I'm saying? But
it's always good when you get a day off, so I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
4-day weekend, man.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. Man, look, I'm just letting y'all know again, man, Mardi Gras season is almost here. You know what I'm saying? Look, so y'all, you know, if y'all coming down to the city, y'all see us out there, man, come take some pictures and stuff like that. And Keegan gonna be down here too, you know what I'm saying? So a real celebrity gonna be in the building, you know what I'm saying? So
Only about all that, man. Only about all that.
Hey, gotta give you a shout out, man, you know what I'm saying? So, man, this is episode 6 of Modern Loverz, man. We appreciate everything y'all been doing on social media, YouTube, man. Look, and there's a little tip for y'all, man. We're gonna be on Apple Podcast next week, so when you know what I'm saying, it's major right now. So we moving up, you know what I'm saying. Things come, you know, it's only on God's time. So you know we're gonna be on Apple Podcast, man, and y'all be on the lookout for that. That way, you know, you ain't gotta watch the whole video. You can listen to it while you're in your car, man. I know YouTube be tripping sometimes, especially if you got Cricket Wireless. So, you know what I'm saying? Look, hey, YouTube tripping. Look, we're going to have it on Apple, man. You know what I'm saying? So, we hope y'all can run it up on that, man. And we appreciate the love. And we're going to work on getting on some other platforms and stuff like that, too. Right now, it's just growth from, you know, a standpoint of, like, we just giving y'all the love content y'all need so y'all can be real lovers with a Z on it. So, like my good dog Keegan always say, man, we're going to put a K on it for 1,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying?
Put a K on it. Put a K on it.
Hey, we're going to put a K on that, man. And look, man, this episode 6, relationship dynamics. And everything we do, man, is going to have a Z on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to keep it real. We want to have that Z because it's just different, man. Like, who really uses the letter Z like that? Nobody. You know what I'm saying? So, look, we using it. So, Loverz with a Z, Dynamics with a Z on it. And, man, look, y'all tune in. So I'm going to let Charleston kick it off today and, man, get us into it, man.
All right. So, first question. Why don't guys buy flowers and compliment women anymore?
Man, that's crazy. I think girls just think, I feel like girls think it's lame, like it's corny.
Yeah.
I feel like girls wanna they'll say buy me some, I don't know, take me out to an expensive restaurant before they say bring me some flowers.
Yeah, she don't want flowers no more. Shawty want Prada, Gucci, Chanel.
No, I 100% say buy the flowers. The monetary things are always gonna come and go. The flowers gonna die too, y'all. But the monetary thing's gonna come and go. But it's the second that you took the time out your day. It's when you buy flowers on your own, and when she doesn't ask you to buy flowers, is when it's actually meaningful. Let's say that. Right. If you walking past flowers in the store, I was like, oh, okay, these are cute. Let me grab these for her. That's when she really cares about them. If she's gonna ask you, of course she's gonna ask you to buy something that she can't afford herself.
Right, and it's cheaper than Chanel.
Hey, she might not even be able to afford flowers. I ain't gonna lie.
That's crazy.
She probably can't afford flowers. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Yeah, if that's the case, she needs to look within.
Yeah.
But, I feel like you can look at it from two standpoints. Either A, some dudes they just don't do stuff like that. Like it's just not in them.
Yeah.
And on the other hand, shawty just might not deserve it.
True.
So some dudes they probably didn't see they dad doing that for their mom, or they just don't see that often. Like they only see their homeboys. They don't see people they following doing that towards their girl.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so they just gonna be like, oh, well, nobody else doing it, I don't need to do it.
They don't see it as expected.
And on the other hand, some of y'all girls are terrible. Not all of y'all, but some of y'all are just terrible. You treat your man poorly. You're on social media all day. You see this person, that person getting flowers, and you think you deserve flowers. You ain't even cooked that man a meal in a week.
Probably longer than that. Probably longer than that.
That man worked a 12-hour shift, and you fixed him a bowl of cereal when he came home. That brother is starving.
He ain't got no flowers.
That brother is starving.
That brother is starving.
That brother is starving, man. Nah, yeah. I mean, what you think, Keegan?
Yeah, kind of like a lot of stuff y'all say, like, especially like the corny part. I feel like people don't like, that's a different type of relationship. When people was buying flowers and all that, like, there was a different type of relationship. There was like on some real Loverz stuff now. Like, nah. Yeah. Like, not too many people really own that now, so it's kind of like, they ain't feeling the flowers like that.
Right. Yeah, a lot of people looking for relationships and they seeing for money and value, what you can offer. So buying flowers, they don't think it's costing a lot. Flowers, what? You go to Walmart to get flowers for $5.
Right. Yeah, I definitely think that that men should buy flowers for women. I think it's a nice thing. I think it's meaningful, but I think they associate it with just Valentine's Day, right? Like, or just a specific holiday. Like, it don't have to be a holiday. And fellas, y'all listen to this. It don't have to be a holiday for you to buy flowers for your woman. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever you're into. It don't have to be flowers. It don't have to be a holiday to buy those flowers. Like, you go to the store and you picking up a bag of chips, man. You see the flowers.
I feel like it's better to do it random because she's not going to expect it.
Because for Valentine's Day, if I'm a woman, I'm going to expect more than just some flowers. You know what I'm saying?
Flowers is an everyday thing.
Yeah, they sell flowers every day. Valentine's Day is one day in February. You know what I'm saying? And y'all might not make it to February.
True. So how do you feel about boys receiving flowers from women?
I feel like that don't happen a lot.
No.
Because they always see men get their flowers after they pass away, but I feel like men should get their flowers while they living.
So you feel like you want a bouquet of flowers? Because a lot of people associate flowers with feminine.
Not necessarily. I feel like
I think there has to be an alternative for a guy, like and I'm not even gonna say like gaming stuff like a Madden or whatever like that. But there's a simple, nice thing that you could do for a guy that are the same price as flowers.
Yeah, you can do candy like like.
Yeah, okay. And even I feel like you could do like you pay for that dude haircut.
Just small tokens of affection.
It's small things. It's like and we're gonna give y'all that love language episode, but y'all gotta wait on that, man.
I feel like if you were to buy a man flowers, I say give it to him. Like, let's say he achieved something, right? Let's say we all in college. Let's say he graduated college. Give him some flowers. Or like he get a job promotion. He making more money. Give him his flowers, right? Because he worked for it and he earned it.
Celebration thing versus
Yeah.
Now, I definitely think that they should. I definitely think it should be something, and that's I feel like I'm passionate about that. And like I feel like it can't be one sided, and you want to see it from both sides of the relationship. Like you know, hey girl, I'm love on you. I want to see a little loving on me.
Right.
And it could be in small tokens of things. Like it don't have to be. You ain't got to go all out and buy me, you know, like a brand new truck or something like that.
I mean, if you want to, go
if
ahead.
You want to, yeah, do that.
To.
You know what I'm saying? But like, that's not what you know, most guys don't really look for much. You know what I'm saying? Like things. I think it's in a guy's mind, and all this kind of like all guys you're supposed to do for the girl. Yeah. Like I always see the little reels come across where the guys say like, oh, you know, when I gotta ask my girlfriend for money, it take all the type of courage to ask, because guys they looked at it as like, man, you gotta handle that. Yeah. Like you're supposed to handle it, but when you ain't got it, that's why you gotta have a quality woman who gonna hold you down and support you. You know, when you're going through whatever you're going through, right. You lose your job, your woman that'll still, you know, not only provide and make things happen, but she still let her keep you mentally stable. You know what I'm saying? Like making sure that you ain't just going into mental, you know, with a down spiral.
Because like when that happens to most men, I feel like they lose it. Because they think they lose their job, they gonna lose everything.
Lose their woman.
Yeah.
Because a lot of women look for them because of what they have, the monetary things, versus are there for the love and to nurture them and grow with them. They're there because you could offer me this Outback every night. You could offer me this Audi, this BMW versus...
It's always things. It's not things, and it's more so things than it is what it is in the heart and what the guy is offering. Yeah. So like, I mean, and that comes from like, you know, like you see the gold digger videos and stuff. They ask dude like, how much money does a dude have to make to mess with you? Yeah. And girls say, oh, you got to make $1 million. Girl, like you don't even know what $1 million look like.
Exactly.
You don't even know what $1 million look like.
At least 6 figures, at least.
Exactly. Like you don't even know. And there's people who make $50,000 a year who manage their money right, and they good.
Yeah. Great. Because like only like 10% of people actually make 6 figures and above, but she don't know that though.
She don't even make 3 figures.
She don't even make that. Yeah. No, like, you know, and a lot of girls, they don't even be having no job. They don't have nothing going.
Their lifestyle is funded.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say a lot of girls.
Some.
I disagree.
But that's another topic.
I feel like it's more acceptable for women to not have a job because they're seen as supposed to depend on men. Shit. But I feel like most women in today's age realize that they cannot depend on these men, so they have to get up and get it.
Oh man, that goes into.
Hold off on that.
Yeah. Nah, I mean it goes into the question though. Like it really goes into it. I ain't really want to skip it, but you know, like why aren't women submissive anymore?
They're not submissive because I feel like first of all, to be submissive, you have to, submission is seen as different things now. I feel like a lot of men see submission as, if I say do it, do it. That's basically a slave. If you drop your sock, it's like, okay, pick it up. Now I'm going to run and pick it up. No, submission is when you're allowing him to take the lead and you're there, letting it happen. I'm not going to say just letting it happen, but supporting and nurturing and being there for him. So when he does fall and it's like, dang, you did take the wrong turn, I'm still here though. Yeah. But you can't allow somebody to take the lead if, let's say, gambling. If he's a gambler and you watching him miss every single thing, but every week he going to spend his whole check at the casino, of course she not going to follow your lead.
Yeah. No, that's facts.
Or if you're missing them on parlays on FanDuel.
Hey, real tough.
Right.
Hey, some of y'all got a bad addiction with the sports betting and stuff like that, man. Yeah. Like, you know, just because they're sending you, hey, look, get free 5 or, you know, free 5 to bet, don't mean you got to bet 30, man. Yeah.
Like, it's one thing if you winning, but if you losing everything, I think you need to call it quits.
And I think so on the topic of submission, like, it could come in different forms. Like, you know, like she just said, like, it's not the bossing around. It's just like when a man is doing for a woman and he's doing right by a woman, you can be submissive. You can follow that lead because it's something clear to follow. It's a clear path. I know that I'm not walking, you know, blind.
Yeah, the blind can't lead the blind.
Exactly. Not at all. Y'all been in the street hit by a truck. So like you gotta really. I think women are not as submissive anymore because it's not no good man to follow. Mm-hmm. And that's speaking for not myself. I'm a quality man. You know what I'm saying? Right. But like some guys don't be. Y'all not leading these women how y'all supposed to.
They're not being the dominant or assertive man that they should be.
No, they're not. You're not even putting yourself in good situations for your women to come like behind you.
At all.
Like you ain't got nothing for yourself, but then you want to watch you not submissive. Like you don't even have yourself together.
She don't have a reason to be submissive. Like there's no reason to be submissive because you're not doing nothing for me to just like to delete my brain
from
the situation. You know what I'm saying? remove my brain and just let you do it.
And let you handle everything. No.
And that's all women really want too.
Like that, you know what I'm saying? That you can't be submissive to. Like, if you can't trust him, you know what I'm saying, to handle his business. Like, that's one thing. If you trying to help him get that, that's another thing. Y'all building something together, okay. But if you mess with a man, you know he don't got nothing. Like,
I assume that's the goal. I assume that's the goal in everybody's mind, though, that we are going to get to this place. Is taking time, and even I guess after so long, it's like, well, he's not changing. Mm-hmm. Nothing that he's doing is changing, so something's got to switch up. You got to find somebody else at that point.
But why give? I feel like I don't know, man. They got to have some type of vetting application for some of these dudes, though, because like they all just
it's like an effort thing too. Like if you see dude getting up 7 a.m., he going out there getting to work, like working and stuff. It's just not happening right now. That's different. Like he working to get there. He gonna get there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But it's another dude. He waking up 10 o'clock. He just getting on the game, you know, chilling and stuff. Like they might be in the same situation, but you can see dude on the first dude. He trying to get there. Like he just ain't there right now. It just ain't happening right now. So it's like you won't. You know what I'm saying? You won't encourage that man. You know, make sure you with there with him because you like he want to make somebody's life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It depends on how she meets that man, right? Because she might meet one guy. He ain't got nothing going for himself. And she give him a chance, and over time, he stay the same. Mm-hmm. On the flip side, she could meet a good man who got himself together. He driven, he ambitious. And she like, wow, she might not be used to that. So she don't really know how to be submissive for real. Or it takes her a little bit longer because she's not used to that.
Because she's not ready to trust it and accept it. Because it could be a switch. Like the first guy that she saw as, she could have seen him as a well-around guy. He has a job, he has a car. And then somewhere in a relationship, she realized that's not true. Yeah. He was driving his partner car the whole time. Mm. The job that he had, he would really just leave and go chill with his partners all day.
Shout out to your partner. Shout out to your partner, boy, holding you down.
Yeah, and he'll leave, come back and be like, oh yeah, I was at work all day. Whole time, he was just chilling around the corner.
Yeah. He waking and baking with his homeboy.
Yeah.
But I think that's like, y'all, like, I don't know, I guess it's the quality of, like, the quality of men have gone down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like as we continue to get older, they got like a good batch of guys that's like still, you know, just trickling along there, and then they got guys who they just so far off. Yeah. And it's all about your role model. Like who did you follow after? What did you see your daddy or your uncle or whoever doing, you know, when you was growing up? And how did you become this type of man? You know what I'm saying?
So I feel like it's the same for women too.
Yeah,
definitely.
Oh yeah, I feel like, you know, like we said with the flowers and stuff like that. If you ain't see your mama getting flowers as a young lady, like you're not gonna value flowers like somebody else. Mm-hmm. You know, like it's only a materialistic thing for your birthday or for your graduation or for Valentine's Day that you actually see the flowers and stuff like that. Like, you know, I mean, I don't know, man. I think that you know, just the quality of love has gone down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
they accept a lot.
That come from like the generation before, like that's why like a lot of women not submissive not too, because like they see being submissive in a different way. They think like it's control, like being submissive just like listen, I'm trying to guide you right because I done dealt with this before.
Yeah,
but that come too like a lot of people done grow up with single mothers now.
Right.
And I ain't gonna say not all single mothers, but a lot of single mothers, they have kind of like spite for the daddy still.
Right.
And it's kind of like that rub off on your child, like they see like you always causing havoc with him, this and this, so they think that's normal. So they're like, oh, I ain't never supposed to listen to a man because he, you know what I'm saying, this and this.
Yeah.
But it really is just like your mom had a bad experience, so you should take the experience your mom had and try and see, because after a while, once you get older, like, you can't use the excuse no more how your mama was raised. Like, you learn common sense. You experience life. So you start seeing stuff like, that wasn't right back then. So it's like, after a while, it's up to you to have experiences and learn, like, okay, I see my mom experiences. I don't want to go through that. Like, I want to have a good relationship. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Yeah, I think they just gotta, you know, they gotta, like you said, the single moms that grew up, I think the younger women or like women that's growing up now and like a little bit older than us, they seen their mom raise them as a, you know, single mom, and it's like, okay, I don't need a man.
Yeah, independent woman.
And it's like they look for this perfect man, but the perfect man ain't gonna be out there. So it's like they just like, you know, I'm just not gonna take anything from any man.
Yeah,
the slightest thing will just like
it up.
We have a lot of
settling.
Yeah, so it's like, they think they settling. And really and truly, like, ain't too many more out there that's like, you know what I'm saying, that's really gonna give you what you actually looking for. Mm-hmm. Most of them men have been snatched up before they hit 25. Yeah. So it's like, you know, you
gotta look for qualities, like certain qualities you want. Like, you might want a man that's make a whole bunch of money and do this and this. He might make him make a whole bunch of money right now, but if you got these certain qualities, like, you'll get there.
You know what
you
else
gotta pick. You gotta pick supporting you.
I feel like as time goes on, like more women are going to school and they're getting better jobs and they making more money than like the average guy.
Yeah, because a lot of men don't even come to college.
Yeah, and like I noticed like more women, especially black women, like they getting higher education versus like the black man, right? He might just get a trade or he might go offshore or he might not have a job at all. And like she making more money than him and he end up moving in, living under her roof. So that's like kind of flipping the role of who's dominant and who's submissive. Dominant. She taking a role because she making more money. She doing all these things for herself while he just like, oh, well, I got somewhere to live or I got somewhere to stay, so I'm going to just roll with it.
Hey, y'all stay tuned for that, you know what I'm saying? Stay tuned for that guy moving in with that girl. We got something special for that.
Boy.
Y'all stay tuned for that, but it's going to be easy on it now, but y'all stay tuned for that, dude. That's crazy, but nah, like... So why some men are not being dominant or submissive? Like
kind of like the same thing with the woman. They didn't see that growing up, right?
Yeah.
Their father, they may have like whether their dad was there or like the father figure they looked up to, maybe it wasn't the best, so they don't really know. And if you're raised by a single mother, I find that not all, but like some men raised by single mothers, they pick up those feminine traits.
Yeah.
And they don't really,
realize that's what it is.
Yeah. I could dig that for sure.
You don't have the man in their life to show them this is what dominance is. This is how a man is supposed to treat a woman. Versus they just see TV or they see in social media and their friends and they're learning as they go and seeing what works and doesn't.
So do men have a chance to be submissive? Because like to me, I feel like as a man, you don't get to show that submissive side. Like you don't get to let I would say like you don't get your woman. You don't get to allow your woman or your woman doesn't lead on many things.
Yeah.
You kind of just you're there. You're taking the lead, and your woman is kind of like, just doing whatever. And like, especially, and the biggest thing is in the kitchen, right? Yeah. Because the big thing is that men don't cook, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, men, they don't cook like that. And look, I'm speaking for myself, man, I cook. You know what I'm saying?
I find that it's starting to become the opposite.
It's starting to become the opposite. A lot of men are cooking now.
But I feel like...
But why is that if their mamas was cooking when they were growing up?
I feel like that's just a basic human thing.
Yeah. Definitely.
Like when it comes to like cooking and cleaning, I feel like you can't ask somebody else to do that. You can't do that for yourself.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna tell you got to cook me a 5-star Michelin meal if I can't do that for myself.
Right.
Or like I want you to clean my house if I don't even clean up after myself.
Right. Yeah, I just feel like the man is required to be so manly of a man that they don't get that opportunity to say, let her take the lead, because then it looks like he's following, and the man is supposed to be the dominant one in the relationship. Mm-hmm. But if that's what it comes into, like, what does dominance look like from a man? Yeah. Because you don't want to be, so dominant to where that girl feels like she can't go out, she can't enjoy herself, stuff like that.
That'll be controlling. Yeah, that'll be back to the slave.
I feel like it's like it's like a scale. It's like you too dominant is controlling, but if you're not dominant enough, you
getting walked over.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, you getting walked over.
You gotta set like boundaries beforehand. I think that's what helped with that.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you be like, look, this stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of more, I ain't comfortable with it, but like, as long as we kind of stay within these lines, I don't mind, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't go out with her friends, like, kind of just keep me in the loop a little bit. I understand stuff happen, you know what I'm saying? Like, just keep me in the loop, you know what I'm saying? Like, just stuff like that. As long as you, like, set your boundaries and talk about stuff, like, it's easier to balance the dominant, I guess, like, the dominant submission stuff. Y'all got, like, stuff in place.
Yeah.
So do you feel like a man, like, showing his emotions and being emotional could be a form of submission? Because I feel like
they call that sassy now.
Yeah, because I feel like a lot of men, like, they feel like they have to be macho man and they hold everything in. Either that or, like, me personally, like, you ever told a girl how you feel, your true feelings and stuff, and she used that against you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say use it against me, but like it's a thing that does come up and say like, oh, well, you were feeling like this.
Yeah.
That's why, and it's like, I told you that in confidence, and I'm expecting, and that's where it comes in picking a strong woman.
Yeah.
Because it's got to be somebody who's not going to use what your said weakness against you, but is going to use it to help you and make you a better person. So then that's why a man can't be submissive.
Yeah.
Because I can't give you everything that's inside of me now, because I don't know what you're going to do with that information.
Exactly.
That's trusting your partner though, because you knew from the jump that person was a double-sided person.
Yeah.
You saw the way she treated her friends. She talked about every one of her friends while she was with you, but then smiled in their face.
Every year for her birthday.
Yeah.
Every
birthday dinner.
Every
The crew look a little different every year.
I feel like girls always they always talk about their friends, like, and there's a lot of girls who always like, even if their friend don't like, they do something stupid, right? They always gonna talk about them.
But I feel like that's not necessarily talking about them bad. Like if you're talking about what they did, that's fine. But like if you just talking down, like you like trashing their name and everything,
no,
that's
the one that's bad.
That's very bad.
Cause see, like if Keegan do something stupid, right?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about.
I'm gonna talk about it.
Yeah,
but I don't consider that talking about him.
Yeah,
we just discussing what he did.
And he knew what he did. You know what I'm saying? He knew what he did. But you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna, you know. So
I'm gonna have to take my lick. That's all.
But I don't feel like that's talking about somebody. I feel like that's just like we catching up on what happened. You know?
Talking about them is like going that extra
dogging
mile.
them out.
Yeah.
Now I do feel like a lot of people out here in Thibodeau, they do that. And like since I've gotten here,
a lot of big-handed.
They like y'all. Some of y'all really be laughing, kikiing in their face, and they're behind their back, dogging them out
behind their back. They be right next to them talking.
What?
Hey, they got truth and jokes.
Hey, real talk.
Don't let them go over your head.
Hey, real talk.
Don't
they
let
got truth and joke, boy. Hey, real talk. Somebody could be backdooring you right next to you. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell everybody everything, man.
Everybody is not your friend.
But that,
that's why I keep my circle small, man. I gotta keep the circle small. Like people that you really like trust.
Yeah.
Like people you really consider your friends. Like gotta keep that small. You could be cool with people, but you don't gotta have a handful of people you actually like tell what's going on in your life like that.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. So we talked about submissiveness. We talked about giving the flowers. Now let's go to compliments, right? So like, what does it look like? Or what compliment will warm you up? Like, just from personal experience, what kind of compliment will warm each of us up? If a woman or a man, or in a guy's perspective, a girl was to tell a guy, and then a guy was to tell a girl, what type of compliment will warm you up?
I feel like there's two things for me. Number one, if she called me handsome, I love that. And number two, if she tell me I smell good. Now, see, if she tell me I smell good, it's different, because it's like, you really got to be, like, in my space.
Yeah.
Because, like, you can see me from far away, be like, oh, he handsome, he look good. But, like, you in my space, you like, oh, you smell so good. that gets the gears
catch
going.
A whiff.
Yeah.
And
That gets the gears going right there.
I feel like for me, well, both mine basically the same thing. It was like calling me pretty, calling me beautiful. So I feel like complimenting me physically, that's what had me cheesed up, geeked up about you.
Yeah. For me, I think like my thing is just one thing. If you see my work ethic, like I'm the type of person where I just get stuff done, and if you see me in like a focus mode, getting what I'm doing done, and you say like, "Dang, I like the way he move," that's gonna give me like people say, "Man, I see what you're doing." I'd be like, "Damn, okay, like." Not somebody really see what I'm doing, and it made me feel good. And it could be from, girl or guy, whatever. Like somebody, it don't have to be men. Like it don't have to. I'm not saying I'll swing the other way or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But it could be a girl or guy that just recognizes my what I'm doing, and I'd be like, damn, like I appreciate that, man. Real talk.
It's just different hearing it from both genders.
It's different here, cause like I think for a guy to see you doing something, it's like it take a lot of courage for the guy to tell another guy like, damn. He really doing his thing. But for a girl, I think when a girl does it, recognizes like it's a trait that she likes in her head, and she said like, "I like what you're doing," and that like, yeah, man.
So why do you feel like it's harder for men to compliment other men? Because girls, me personally, I've had experience with girls, and we compliment each other all the time, no problem.
Oh, it's an ego thing.
Yeah, it is.
It's an ego thing.
But I feel like I don't mind complimenting a man. Like if I see a dude, he got a fresh fit. Hey, bro, you fresh.
Right.
I got a funny story for that, but I'm wait till Keegan do his, and then I'm gonna say.
Or like if a dude like let's say I walk past a dude and he smell good, I be like, hey bro, like what cologne you got on? Like
trying to get on it.
Yeah,
right.
like you know what I'm saying? Like that starts a whole conversation. But like like Lance said, it's really a pride thing.
Yeah.
Like girls like, oh you so cute. It's like bro, like I don't want to tell him he look good. I don't want him to think you fresher than me.
He fresher than me. Yeah.
It's like I'm fresh, but I'm gonna let you know you fresh too.
Yeah.
That's a competition thing, though.
Oh, it's always gonna be competition.
Yeah, it is always competition.
It's like you go. It's like
your own world.
It's like when men go to the bathroom. They're trying to see who's gonna stand farther back from the thing. And see who can get an aim shot.
Really?
At,
hey, who shoot farther?
Somebody shoot farther, man. Keegan don't look like that, man.
I don't know about that. I ain't heard that. I ain't never
Come on,
that.
man. People, they always used to do that, man. Be like, man, I can aim farther than you. I'm like, man, look, man.
I don't mind recognizing, like, if you fresh or like you smell, hey, I'm gonna tell you, because I know I got it, but I'm gonna let you know you got it too.
Yeah, I think guys that do it with their partners, like if we closing up, like, damn, bro, you fresh, like, you know what I'm saying. But like to tell a guy you ain't never seen before, like, hey man, like, I see you doing your thing, or like, you know, you fresh. Yeah. It's like an ego thing. Like, I don't want him to think he fresher than me. Yeah. Because if I'm calling him fresh, that mean I can't wear what he wearing.
Right.
No, not necessarily.
It's a mental thing.
Yeah, it gotta be.
It is a mental and ego thing.
I'm always be the freshest in my eyes, even if you fresher than me.
Yeah, real tough. Yeah.
So
you put that on better.
Yeah. So, but see, a lot of guys don't think like that.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
What you think, Keegan? What compliment get your gears? What'd you say? Get your gears going.
I got like two different ones. So I was like at the physical side, it was like your hands when you're fine or something. Hey, boy, a girl said they in high school, but I was like, okay, you feel me? I was feeling myself the rest of the week, man. Like, I was feeling good. But another one, like, for the other side, probably like, if they like compliment like my character. Yeah. Like, you know, like saying, like, oh, I could rely on you or something like along them lines, like, I feel good about that, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, that stuff, not everybody got that type of character, you know what I'm saying? Not everybody got character like that, so.
Yeah. No, I think that's definitely like the character. Like that's kind of like along the lines with us. Like I say, like seeing the way somebody move, it really make you see them in a different light. Cause it's like, dang, that person gets stuff done. Yeah. And like they moving, so like that make you feel good.
I think a lot of people would rather be seen for who they are versus their physical. So I would understand that.
Yeah, real tough. Don't see me for the short guy. You know what I'm saying?
See me for this hard work.
See me for this hard work. You know what I'm saying? So I like that. All right, Keaton. Take 4 and 5.
Okay.
I don't know, man. What's your story, bro?
Oh yeah, I'm tripping, right? So I used to go to school with a dude, right? Okay, and this dude was hilarious, man. He would compliment other guys, right? Mm-hmm. But he wouldn't say it like man, that dude look good. He would call him sexy. And he wasn't getting that like that. He'd be like, hey, man, that's a sexy ass dude, man. I'd be like,
you probably hang out with a lot of girls.
But when he explained it to us, I was like, oh, okay. No.
But why you said that?
it's like understand what you said, but you have to say it like that.
Yeah, like, no, no.
Like,
he was like, man, that's a sexy ass dude. And I'm like, pause. Yeah. What you talking about? What do you mean by that?
I'll tell another guy he handsome, but that's it. That's the farthest I'll say.
Nah, that dude said sexy, and I'm like, nah, dog. I'm like, nah.
Sexy imply you trying to mess with that.
You trying to get
and
that.
That's that. Hey, yeah.
Dude know who he is. So if he watches the podcast, I'm sorry, I had to A out on that one, dog. I had to A out on that, dog. I ain't gonna lie. But that was, yeah. Calling another dude sexy
is crazy.
Nah, that's crazy. No.
Okay, so what are some things women or men need to know before getting married? Which I feel like I want to know who you are as a person, like your foundation. Are you a giver? Are you a receiver? Are you gonna get mad just because I'm home late and try to kick me out? Like, I don't know.
Yes.
I feel like being boyfriend and girlfriend should be exactly the same as being husband and wife. The only difference is we both got rings on our finger and we signed a document. Mm-hmm. Everything should be exactly the same. It shouldn't be, oh, we get married, now I do this, or you do this now. It's like, it should be completely the same.
Yeah. It just goes in different stages of life. You know? Yeah. I think women need to know, like, you know, what type of guy they're dealing with. You know, like if you're dealing with a lazy guy or you're dealing with a guy who's assertive, who's gonna, you know, get himself into. I mean, not everything, because you want to still have time and stuff, and that's like something I'd be guilty of, just getting into too much stuff. Yeah. But you want to get with somebody who's gonna have time for you. Mm-hmm. You know, like you don't want to get with somebody who's not gonna have time for you. Like the time aspect matters in a relationship and in a marriage, because the next years you don't want to be bored, you know, doing things on your own. Yeah. Like, man, I wish when my mama was younger, my dad went out and danced and did the stuff that she wanted to do. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't always her doing the stuff that he wanted to do. Mm-hmm. Like, that's something that I think that, you know, when you're in a relationship, you gotta do both things. Like, definitely. You know, like, you gotta like what your partner. No, I'm not gonna say you gotta like it, but you gotta be interested in the stuff that your partner does. Like now, if you do it, if they doing it, and you're not really feeling it. Hey, you ain't really feeling it. Let's try. Offer to try something else. Yeah. Or just allow her to do it with somebody else. I ain't gonna say allow her to do it with another guy, but allow her to do it with maybe one of her friends or something like that. Yeah. But I think that's something that I'm big on. Like is that time aspect. Like know what kind of guy. Know if that guy is going to spend his time on a game, with friends, or with you.
Yeah, somebody who's willing to cater to your needs. You want a lot of physical touch, or you want quality time. So you need somebody who's willing to give that to you, or able to give it to you.
And know if y'all going to have a lot of sex, too. Like, that's a big thing. Because in a relationship, like, I be seeing all these things come across Twitter, Instagram, and all that, talking about, like, if a guy is not getting what he needs from his woman at home, that he go get it somewhere else, and it's not cheating. My brother, that is cheating.
Yeah, that is cheating.
Okay, I don't care what you say. I don't care how you try to write it in cursive or in Arabic, whatever you try to write it in. That is cheating, my brother. Look, there it is, man. It's cheating.
Okay? I feel like texting, flirting. I feel like letting anybody feel like that you are available for them is cheating, really.
Right. Yeah.
If they feel like they got that chance to sit there and flirt with you.
Yeah, but on the flip side of what you said, like things men should know, I feel like one, you should know the woman you're dealing with, her character. Like is she gentle? Like, could you see this woman being not only your wife but like the mother of your children?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And not just like focusing all on the physical things. Like, how does she handle arguments? Is she the one to go post on social media airing you out, or is she the one to say, hey, let's talk about this, let's fix this? Because that's big. Because some of y'all get into arguments and y'all be airing y'all man out on social media.
Everything.
And that's a no-go.
Instagram notes.
Yeah, you can't go pop up and be like, man, single. Like, how you single if you just argued 10 minutes ago and now you're single?
Yeah, that's a middle high school thing.
You ain't even tell me you were single. Now you're single. Nah, it's crazy. I know, what you think, Key? What do women need to know before they get married, man?
Probably like kind of what the opposite Charleston said, except for like a man, like knowing the type of man you get in a relationship with. Like if he get how his emotions is, you know what I'm saying? If he get upset, like when he get mad, if he the one, he type of teary-eyed mad or like explosive mad that just like the yell and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like those different type of scales now. Them cryers be dangerous, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
explosive is dangerous too.
Them explosive was crying too.
He getting mad. Next thing you know, he got about 3 holes in the wall.
Explosive man. You know what's happening. Like the cry. You don't know. They gonna either they might walk up on you, they might walk off. You don't know what's going on. Right. It's like rolling the dice. You know what I'm saying? So like, I know because I'm a cry when I get mad. Like I get, so I know. Like I don't even know what's gonna happen.
Like, life be happening. Man. Okay, so why do we?
Like just
go ahead.
You good.
I was going with the next. All right, so why do we feel like people don't value marriages as much as compared to back when our parents or our parents' parents were getting married?
Because I feel like that was just a big thing that was pushed, right? That was the normal back then. You get raised, you get to a certain age, you get married, you move out, you start your family. It's all good. But now, since like if y'all don't know this, it's like the divorce rate is like 50% right now. Yeah. So that means every other marriage ends in divorce, and 80% of them is started like initiated by women. So it's like but I feel like things start with the relationship too. Mm-hmm. Like
I think people get married thinking that everything's gonna be fixed. Yeah. And I think that's why a lot of people don't get married now as much because they've seen their parents get married and they had cheating, they had abuse or whatever it was that didn't make a lot of that relationship to last. Yeah. That's what they had going on. So they didn't have that opportunity to really value and take in everything from it. They just kind of had to like be there, and it's like, okay, I'm here, but I don't really want to be here. So it's like, okay, I'm just not gonna get married.
Yeah. So that kind of goes into settling, right? A lot of people settle, and it's like, you don't want that, but you're settling it because that's just there. Yeah. And you just comfortable. You don't want to find better, even though you want better.
I think they don't know. They don't. I mean, sometimes it's like, what is better?
Right. What if they're seeing that I might think the grass is green on the other side and it's really not. Everybody comes with their flaws.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like me personally is somewhat what Lance said. I look at the past marriage, like I see people around me, how their marriages are going or they went, and it's making me lean more towards I'm not ready to get married because I'm seeing how your husband been cheating on you for the last 30 years. But you still with him, going crazy on every girl you see him talking to because you think he cheating on you.
Right.
And I ain't got time for that,
But that's kind of like when we did that question, like the guy was trying to get his girl back. Man, like, you can't go back to that girl after you didn't cheat on. Like, it's over with.
Yeah,
you know
that
what I'm
changes
saying?
everything.
So it's like, why get married if you know you're not ready to really settle down? Like, and that's another reason, like, why people don't get married as much now.
They get married too soon.
Yeah, like, you get married and you ain't never you didn't have heartbreak.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't know what it feel like when somebody tell you no, like we having sex tonight. Now you like, damn.
Yeah, he mad. He ready to crash.
He ready to go crash out and go get it with someone else. So it's like, dang, she ain't trying to give me now, or the girl vice versa. Like, then the girl starts thinking like, oh, is he having sex with somebody else? Is he doing this? Is he doing that? And you never know. So it's like, why get married to have to worry about what your partner is doing?
Mm-hmm.
When I could be single and
hey, don't have to worry about it. Do whatever. Your thing.
I feel like another thing, like people ain't been together long enough and they haven't went through anything. So like when they get married, that's like the first time things happen. And they like, oh, I'm gonna just walk away.
Yeah, the first person ready to split.
A lot of our relationships seem to be more temporary nowadays versus we had an argument, we had a mess up, but we're gonna work through it. Right. That's how you know you're ready to. Well, not ready to marry somebody, but that's a quality to get married to somebody because y'all can work through y'all problems no matter what.
I feel like y'all got it. I feel like me personally, I would want to be like boyfriend girlfriend for like a while. I mean, like minimum like 5 years.
Yeah. Because that's a long time, boy.
You think?
I think you could do that like if you're going from high school to marriage.
Yeah, if you was together like when you younger, it's cool. But like college to like college to early adult life.
Girls want to get married sooner rather than later. 100%. Guys are like, I feel like, and they always say this. I kind of mentioned it before. A guy will get married within the first 6 months of knowing what. Well, ask a girl to marry within the first 6 months because like, God won't marry you.
Yeah.
You know who the girl. You know that the girl is the one for you, and you know it's time to make that move. Cause you don't want to keep that girl waiting for too long.
But on the flip side, like if you really love me, and you want to be with me for the rest of your life. Like, why is there a rush?
But how long am I going to be waiting for you to be ready?
Because if
you know you want to be with me,
5 years. 5 years feel like an eternity sometimes, man. Like, true. And then especially you say you get with a girl who don't want to have sex till marriage. Nah, brother, you over there
5
struggling.
Years.
Brother, you're gonna marry that girl in 3 months.
Yeah.
She don't want to have sex. You're gonna try to marry her in 3 months now. You know.
I feel like it just depends, though. I feel like me, I wanna have everything in order before I get married. Like, I want to make sure my finances is good. I want to make sure like my mental health, my spiritual health, everything is in check so I can be the best husband, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I don't want to rush into a marriage with unchecked boxes and it's like, all right, now these problems are rising and now it's like, that makes the marriage shaky.
Yeah.
But you're never going to be this perfect person that you want to be.
Yeah, of course.
Like, it's just not going to turn around one day after 5 years. Now you're the perfect person. You're ready to get married.
Yeah, but
so throughout the whole relationship, you still going to be working on it.
Them 4 years and 364 days. And on day 65, man, you're going to be ready to get married.
But some people, like you said earlier, some people get married, like things going rough and they think, all right, if I propose, things going to smooth out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's why I say I rather want to give myself more time to make sure
that everything, all the boxes checked.
Yeah. Or at least like working towards getting it checked. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Versus just, we got unsolved issues. Let me just open the ring and propose and everything going to smooth out.
It's really not. It's going to be cool for the next 3 months.
Yeah, it's going to be cool for the next 3 months.
Don't get on y'all knee if y'all ain't ready to be married, man. Ain't gonna lie to you, bro. What you think, Keegan?
Well, I think marriage back then was more like a security thing. Because, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, women didn't have the opportunity they do now. So it's kind of like you find a man, you know what I'm saying? You secure, you got the house, all that, whatever. And kind of like now, like, marriage ain't seen the same as it was back then, too. So, like, marriage now kind of just like an option. Like, like, if y'all get married. If not, you know what I'm saying? They be all right. So it's like, and like, marriage is supposed to be like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all together, y'all supposed to work through stuff. Like, people now they ain't trying to work through stuff. and they let too much outside, you know what I'm saying, stuff come in. They hearing stuff from their friends like, oh, you know what I'm saying, this and this, or like social media, you know what I'm saying, they think it's supposed to be like this and this, and like y'all got your own dynamic. So it's just like people don't want to slow down, you know what I'm saying, just go experience it, you know what I'm saying? Like they got this set thing in their mind how it's supposed to be, just experience it. Like when it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about talking about 5 years, that's kinda crazy. Wait, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna take a little time, like they ain't need to rush into marriage. Like just because y'all married, they don't change too much. Like from when y'all boyfriend and girlfriend. Like y'all might have to like financially and stuff like that, it might change, but like and the relationship wise, like y'all still it's the same thing. Y'all just got kinda like a bigger title to it now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think, man, y'all put that in the comments, and we got to get these questions out to y'all. But man, we want y'all to respond and get some good feedback. But when do y'all, how long is too long to wait to get married? You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of like hot question now. People be in relationships for a long time, and y'all kind of just like in the waiting stage, and y'all not married yet. So my brother Charles is saying 5 years. Man, somebody else could be saying a couple months. I know in the military, man, they get married like rabbits, like rabbits, man.
I get married tomorrow, man. And they give extra money, you get to live in your own house. It don't be too bad.
But you don't want to rush. You don't want to get with somebody where it's just for the money aspect or just for that particular benefit at that time, man.
I feel like that's another thing too. I feel like a lot of guys don't want to feel like they being used. Cause like I used to see a lot of things about like men and women to get divorced and like the woman take half of his stuff and he working towards up stuff and just for half of that to get taken away.
But think about it. A lot of men in our day and age don't have nothing to offer like that.
Yeah, I know, but
that's true.
You when our dads and our uncles and their aunties were getting married, y'all already had properties, y'all had houses, y'all had money behind your name.
But that might be more so something like 10, 15 years down the line versus like the...
No, I think that
they were getting married.
They were secure in a place because they were working. But this is also a thing where you talking about houses with $5,000-$10,000.
That's true.
But now everything's more expensive. But at that time, $5,000-$10,000 was a lot of money.
Yeah.
When you paying a nickel for gas, you know what I'm saying? We ain't paying a nickel for gas no more, or a nickel for a Coke.
Yeah, it's $3 a gallon.
It's $3 a gallon. So it's like times have changed, love has changed, and that's why we got to get people modern lovers.
Right.
Because I'm telling y'all, look, we updating y'all on y'all love game. You know what I'm saying? It's free game. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I'm telling y'all better stay tuned in, man. Man, this is episode.
She talking about. Man, I don't got nothing to offer. I got plenty to offer me. I got good benefits over here on this side, right?
Good benefits.
You got the military men always offer. Well, they say they offer a lot.
I say free health insurance. You feel me? I don't think I pay no rent. That sounds great to me. That sounds great to me.
Man,
you just gotta wake up and be like, what I'm gonna do today.
Man, this is episode 6, man. Relationship dynamics, man. We giving y'all, we giving y'all the game on how to be good to y'all guys, y'all girls, man. It's free game. You know what I'm saying? Look, it's free game. Continue to like and subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe, man. YouTube, on Instagram. We need y'all on TikTok, man. Look, Apple Podcasts coming soon, man. Be prepared. So y'all go ride to work or ride home from work, listen to the podcast, man. We trying to, look, I know some of y'all
ain't got no excuse now. You gotta tune in.
No excuse, man. We're gonna put, we're gonna do the little subscribe thing right about here, you know what I'm saying? So, man, look, this is episode 6. I'm Lance.
I'm Keedy.
I'm Charleston.
I'm Keegan.
Hey, man, what you tell him, Keegan? Put what on it?
Put a K on it. Put a K on it.
Hey, man, put a K on it for 1,000 subscribers, man. This is Modern Loverz, man. We out. Speak up when I hop out